The power of the media narrative is gone. They can say whatever they want about Trump. Nobody cares. And now you've got Michael Rappaport, who spent his time complaining online about Big Dick Donald Trump. That's what he would say over and over again. And now he's made a video saying voting for him is on the table. And it's because...
it's a really fun video.
It is. There's a bunch of issues. But mostly, this past week, you got criminal aliens beating cops. Hold on, let me start over. You got criminal aliens mercilessly beating NYPD. And Michael Rappaport in Midtown. And they get arrested and are released right away.
Alvin Bragg, who has charged Donald Trump with like 30-something felonies, won't even say what the felonies are, released these guys. And he was like, oh, we couldn't tell from the video exactly who they were. But did you see this thing, Tim? McConnell is now saying, don't vote for the bill.
McConnell saying don't vote for it.
Yeah,
Alex it must be really bad if McConnell's saying don't vote for it.
McConnell is telling Republicans to block the Langford-Schumer borderless bill.
We'll jump to that, but let me play the Michael Rappaport video. I don't know, is it too crude? Let's.
Oh, it's fun.
I think he's funny. I think he's a funny guy.
This is why when I say voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table, voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table.
Wait, why is he censoring dick?
The other day in New York City, 6 illegal aliens jumped a New York City cop in
2 of them, right? 2 cops.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Finest. They jumped a New York City cop in Times Square and were arrested and released without bail. I know it's a city thing. I know it's a state thing. I know all that. Okay? Stay with me. Released without bail. Came out of the courtroom on some Tupac raising the middle finger with the Detroit Red Wings jerseys. What the is the world coming to? If you could be from another country, beat up a cop in New York City and walk out with no bail, what the is the world coming to?
Dude, he's right. Like,
yeah, Alan Bragg needs to be impeached.
But this is not just like some cops got into a fight. Dude, I have seen Occupy activists push a cop and get assault on an officer charges, and they're in deep trouble. These people, like Michael Rappaport, has come from another country, assault officers, and ain't no big deal.
I said it last time I was in the show, and I'm going to say it again. There are 1 of 2 things that's happening here with Michael Rappaport. Either A, the Biden campaign stopped paying him, right? But we have McConnell saying not to vote for this bill, and Michael Rappaport saying that voting for Pig Dick Donald Trump is on the table. Maybe the adrenochrome supply has run out, and these people are starting to come back to real life. Maybe it's true. I
think that's probably the case. Reason is not an accident.
No.
Reasonable people are the reason this country exists in the first place.
Definitely not adrenochrome, Ian.
It's not adrenochrome.
Come on, adrenochrome is reason. Reason is taking hold of these people.
This is why I said that line about imagine what it must be like to be a corporate journalist who for a decade said Trump was a fascist white supremacist, and today people intend on voting for the guy. More than half the country. That's why, I love telling the story about the dude I met in D.C. who had Trump derangement syndrome, because part of me, next time I encounter something like this, I'm not going to try and argue with the guy, give a point. I'm just going to say, I'm on the right side of history. That's what I'm going to say to him. I'm going to say, I'm on the right side of history. You're on the wrong side of history. We got the polls. So you're in the weird minority of weirdos who don't watch the news. I don't know what you're going on about. But Michael Rappaport, if he's saying it, wow, we won.
To Tim's point, think about how many people, when they get into the voting booth and they're alone, they'll actually vote for Donald Trump, right? They would never admit it, but when they actually got into the booth, they'd actually check for Donald Trump. If people like this guy are articulating that it's acceptable to conceive of yourself voting for Donald Trump, I feel like there's probably a lot of people that this gives them permission.